what do you think about studying in the Philippines but no job?
I think it's really, I think it's really not something I will find pleasing because for me, I really wish they can change that law, right? You know,
Hmm.
because even places like Japan and Korea, I think they do let foreigners work. But here in the Philippines, it's a bit difficult. So if they should let a bit of competition, it's really going to help grow their economy because there are a lot of foreigners. I understand they're trying to preserve jobs for their citizens, which is every country's number one priority, right? But
Yeah,
at the same time, they should consider foreigners who have invested in the country through education, right?
true,
And even
true.
if they want them work long term, at least let's say for 1 year, will be fair enough so that those foreigners can find a way to sustain themselves until they have a plan B.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
How are
I
you
wish
doing?
someday I will visit Kuwait just to see you.
Really?
Yeah.
Um, before before there was travel ban, but now they've lifted it up
Oh, okay.
from 1st August. Yeah,
Oh, good,
so I'm
good,
available.
good.
But I think it's just for expats who left Kuwait. I don't know if they're giving foreigners now.
I think
Um,
it's
visa.
it's something here in the Philippines. I don't know if they're letting foreigners back in, except you have existing visa already. So
Because I really want to come to the Philippines and enjoy it. Because when I was in the Philippines, I had no money. Now I have money. I want to go enjoy.
please, when you come, you should let me know. I need to hang out with you.
Of course. Of course. So, where are you from again?
I'm Nigerian.
And
I'm Nigerian, and I have ancestry background from the Caribbean, West Indian,
Jamaica.
but from my mother's side. But she's
Oh,
actually Nigerian, half Nigerian too.
uh-huh.
But because I was born and bred, I was born and I grew up in Nigeria, so I never really, bothered about the other part, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But you've been to Jamaica?
No, I'm planning. I'm planning to go there.
Oh, you've not been there.
No, not yet. I'm not really the traveling type, and that's why I'm still here in the Philippines because even here in the Philippines, I've visited, I think, less than 10 places because I really find it stressful to travel, packing and unpacking and washing
You
clothes.
look so different from your pictures, and right now that I'm seeing you. What I'm trying to say is that you look so beautiful than the pictures. What kind of pictures are you taking? And you have ring light? Huh?
I don't know. I think I'm just not photogenic and I don't know how to use when I put the camera, I don't know my angles, so it's hard for me. Thank you for the compliment.
You're welcome. Can you start by introducing yourself to our viewers?
My name is really long and hard to pronounce, so
Okay.
my first name is
Lovely.
Sovlin, and middle name James Mary. So my other name is Mary, and my last name is Kure. So I'm Nigerian by birth, and I have stayed in the Philippines for I think 6 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. What else?
Where,
uh,
where in Nigeria are you from?
oh, my dad, he's from KD, the northern part.
Kaduna.
Yeah.
Katie.
South- Yeah.
Yeah. And Mama?
How to speak Hausa because I have watched a couple of your videos. I think your stories, and I know you can speak, you understand a bit of it. So
Yeah, I understand Hausa. and I speak.
That that's
I
fine.
speak Hausa and I understand. And your mama is from where?
My mom, she's also her mom is from the southern part of KD also.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what language do you speak?
Mostly English. My dad, he was a lecturer, so he usually speaks English to us. And Hausa, if for example we have visitors, he speaks Hausa to us. But we do have our own language. Hausa is not our language, and we're not Hausas. So,
Yeah.
but a lot of people who haven't stayed in the north, especially Kaduna, it's really a mixed city, right?
Yeah, I know. Mm.
Usually everyone there is Hausa, but that's not the case. So
Okay.
my dad is Ham, his tribe is Ham, and we have.
Uh-huh.
I do understand, but I cannot speak. But Hausa, I do understand Hausa, and I can speak a bit.
To
So
shi kenan bari yi miki Hausa yanzu nan. Kin gane abin da nake faɗawa?
na gane.
Mene na
So I
ce?
can't, and I can speak, but it's funny when I speak, but it's manageable. I think.
To mene kina yi a can Philippines?
Actually, I finished my master's already. I'm just
Oh,
awaiting
you
the
did
graduate.
masters.
Yeah, I did master's. I do my own stuff. Like I am sort of self-employed. At the same time, I work for like other people, but it's usually based on contracts.
Mm.
So, example, it can be anything. It can be like a note-taking job. It's just part-time because I really don't
So
want to work for people for too long. So
you did your business, your degree, your bachelor's
yeah, I did my bachelor's.
in what course?
I did in business
And
administration.
then masters in business ad as well.
Yeah.
What school?
I did my undergrad in UC in Baguio, and
Mm-hmm.
then I did my MBA here in Manila, PCU. Yeah,
ECU.
PCU, Philippines Christian University.
Wow, so many universities in Philippines.
Yeah, because I think that was in 2018, and it was the only school offering admission because I started late. It was past and it was trimester, so I had to enroll because my visa was about to expire. But the school
Okay.
was when I enrolled, the school became okay. I was like, and I hate changes, and that's the reason I'm still here because I really am the kind of person I like stability. So once I find comfort, I don't want to move. So when I started, I enjoyed the teachers there are really nice, and my
What
dean,
was nice?
the
Oh,
teachers
the
there.
teachers. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the dean there, he's also nice, and the assistant dean, she's also nice. So I just decided to finish it. Yeah.
Interesting. So, I was going to ask, how was your experience in the Philippines?
Okay. When I first came here, I was not really happy. I just felt because it was a big change for me, so I just felt a bit weird because it's a new
Mm,
country. But I'm the kind
mm,
of person who easily adapts to other people's culture and beliefs and whatever.
mm,
So I made friends. I do make friends quickly. I do know
mm.
people quickly. So I
Just
made
like,
friends.
mm,
I just like you. So I did make friends quickly. And then I started enjoying the place. Like, the people are super nice,
so
giving
the
you.
friends you were making, were they Filipinos or just other foreigners?
Actually, the first people I met were Filipinos because I
Mm-hmm.
was here with dad because my dad didn't let me travel alone. So he came here with me
Oh, your
and
dad came. Wow.
yeah, dad was here with me and we stayed together for a while. But because I was stubborn, I moved out after a few months. So the first people I mingled with were Filipinos and then Arabs, and
Okay.
then some Nigerian friends when I
Mm,
enrolled in UC. Yeah, that was when I
mm-hmm.
friends, and then I stayed with them for some time. And then in 2015, I was planning to leave because my dad wanted me to leave the Philippines to Poland, and
Okay.
I want to because
And you
because
did
I
what?
yeah because I told him I wanted to leave.
Okay.
He supported because that was his initial plan, and he said I should transfer credits. And I started, and then something, I don't know what happened. I just changed my mind. I didn't want to travel anymore. So I even went to the embassy and all of that. So when I got back, I just told him I don't want to travel. I just want to finish my university here. Nigerian parents. It's really hard to convince them to do something. So I had to convince him, and he let me stay here. So I was still going to UC, and then in 2016 I met my partner. Maybe the
Hmm.
things happened.
Yay.
I I don't know. He was actually because he's been here before me, I think.
Uh-huh.
So we met in 2016, and then
Where
he
is he
was
from?
he's Irish Australian.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we met here, and he had a job here, and even sometime he had to transfer back to Australia because he was working with the government, and when he got back he had to stay another year without working, and then he got another job again because it's
Hmm.
always been a contract. So and then when I look back I was like, okay, maybe there was a reason why I didn't want to leave the Philippines
Hmm.
anymore. So the Philippines did bring good luck to me, so
Sure. Sure.
yeah, because I've had a couple of relationships that didn't really work out. So when I met him, I wasn't expecting much actually. It just happened. And I'm happy now because I'm happy. So I'm glad
Yeah.
it did. Yeah.
Yay. We are happy too. We are happy that you are happy. You really have such an interesting story that if we let you keep talking, we won't finish this interview today.
Okay.
And you
Have,
also have, I love the way you speak. You have nice
uh,
smile,
thank you. You too.
everything.
Actually, the
Thank you.
reason I'm laughing, I'm smiling so much because I'm so excited to see you. I don't know why, but it's really making me happy for some reasons. I don't know.
Now my head is getting big. She's happy to see me. Who is me? Glory.
Oh,
Glory?
good.
Oh, someone is happy to see Glory. It's my pleasure there. It's my pleasure. And I was super excited when you accepted to be interviewed by me. I'm like, okay, I'm blessed.
It's okay. I was actually because I'm a bit sort of not really, I won't say completely private, but a bit. So I'm really mindful because I know it's okay. It's not really a bad thing, but for me, it's sort of I'm just mindful because of my partner's line of work and sometimes me. So I don't, there are a lot of gossips online and people who
Yeah,
don't know how to mind their business. So I'm really careful
yeah.
about what I do online. But because it was you, so I was like, I want to see you, and it's okay.
Aw,
So I'll
aw,
just
so sweet.
yeah.
So, you eat Filipino food, and which is your favorite if you do?
Yeah, I do, but not always, not all of it.
Uh-huh.
Because the first one is always adobo. Every foreigner's favorite is adobo. So adobo, and my favorite dessert, it's bilo bilo,
Bilo
the
bilo.
one ice the glutinous. I actually make that now. It's my new favorite. It took me
Wow.
years to because I used to have this landlady. when I was in Baguio.
Mm.
She passed away now.
Oh, may her soul rest in peace.
Amen. Yeah, she was really nice to us, and back then she used to make a lot. And whenever she cooks, she always gives us. So it was from
Imagine
her.
her smiling in her grave right now.
Yeah. So whenever she cooks, she gives to us. And when I tried it the first time, I was like, oh my God, I finally found the dessert of my life. And since then, I always look for it. And because
What
I
do you
think,
call it? Belong, belong?
yeah, I think it's like a, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or the name is correct. It's below. It's made of glutinous rice with coconut milk, and sometimes they add like banana, sorry, plantain and potato, sweet potato.
Is it Baguio food? I think I've not tasted that.
Oh wait, I'll check. Ginata, I think it's Ginataang Bilo,
Maybe if you
something
show
like.
me, I might know. I don't know the name.
Let me
My
see if
God,
I can
this one
find.
you are categorizing this food, and now I want to taste it.
Let me see. Yeah, so that was the first time I tried it, and since then, whenever I find any of it online, I buy a lot
Mm,
just to eat it
wow.
because I'm craving for it.
And you speak Tagalog?
I'm ashamed to say no because I actually
After
cannot.
6 years, you don't speak Tagalog?
I am beginning to understand, mostly like if I'm chatting with someone, I can kind of understand them. But I plan to stay here longer, not longer, but for a while. So I
Mm.
should learn to speak, I think. This one, oh, can you say it?
Uh-huh.
That one?
Um,
Have you
is it
tried it?
what's the name?
I think
I
it's,
forgot.
I don't know if you know the name since they have different names for their food, like different
Mm,
places, provinces names to it.
yeah, it's true.
But yeah,
I don't think I've tried that one. But
you
now
should.
I have to disturb my Filipino friend. I'll tell her you need to make this food for me. You need to make
Yeah,
it. I want to try.
it's
So, um, have you experienced any form of racism in the Philippines?
for me, not really.
No.
I haven't. I wouldn't say I have, honestly.
Mm,
Uh, I don't know how to explain it. I know a lot of people have, but
mm.
personally, I haven't experienced any.
Oh,
I
good.
might have experienced, what should I call it? Maybe disagreement, but not racism, like someone attacking me because, you know, I
Oh,
haven't.
good, good, good to hear that.
I don't think I have, so that's why I like it here because I'm strong, but I'm also very sensitive in
Mm,
situations like that. And
mm,
sometimes I have anger issues. So I haven't really experienced something that will make me go out of, you know.
control. Okay. Good to hear that you've not experienced such. I was going to ask,
Yeah.
when are you graduating from your master's?
Actually, it was supposed to be last year, but
Uh-huh.
then the pandemic happened, and this year, hopefully this year, because I think some schools are already starting the graduation. So is my school, but they haven't actually fixed a date and a
Uh-huh.
month. So it's gonna be either August or September. It depends. I'm not sure yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So do you have any plan of going back to Nigeria to work?
No, actually, no. I don't have plans of going back to Nigeria at all.
Why? Why is everyone running from Nigeria?
It's not really for me. It even before things got worse, it's always been my parents' plan because they just wanted us out of the country for a long time, but I might visit, not now, maybe in the future. But I think I have so many things I need to focus on, and it's not in Nigeria, so I don't have any plans for now.
So I was gonna ask you, did
Yeah.
you study in Nigeria? No?
Yeah, my high school, but I never went to university in Nigeria.
So your parents just asked you to go to Philippines and study, or did you find it difficult to get admission or what?
Well, they just wanted me to go out of the country to study. Yeah,
So they chose the Philippines for you.
yeah. My dad
Why?
did
Why?
because
Why did they
he felt
choose Philippines?
he felt because I was a bit rebellious at that time. So he didn't
You
want
look
to
so
put me.
innocent, you know?
I know I have this innocent look. So it was like he wanted me first to go to somewhere less, I don't know how to put it, but places like Europe and the other parts of the world are a bit, open-minded. And if I'm gonna go there to study, he thought Asia was a bit, the culture there was a bit similar. Sort of, I don't know why, but I think he's right though. So when it comes
Yeah.
to culture, we have similarities. Maybe that was why he wanted me to go there first and start schooling, and then later on I can transfer credits to a different place. Yeah.
So, did you experience any culture shock when you got to the Philippines?
Yes, I did. The
And
jeepneys, I've never seen a jeepney before. The first time I saw a jeepney, I was like, what the fuck is that? And it was amazing because it's really cute, you
mm,
know. And then what else? Like there's certain things you do. Oh, the English, because in Nigeria we use British English, right? Like the words.
yeah, yeah,
So when you come to Philippines, they
they use
use.
American.
So when you want to buy something and you instead of using American English, if you use British words, they're gonna ask you what is that.
I know,
You
I know, I know.
I know what. I know. I don't know. It was
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
and I found it hard. You know, even in school, the school canteen back then, buying school supplies. When you tell
Mm,
them, oh, a file, they tell you what is a file, and they'd be like, oh, folder. Okay.
yeah. They're like,
And that,
ah.
yeah. And that was when my brain, oh, and then some of my Filipino classmates who understood, like this is the difference between this and this. They had to explain. They're like, that's why they find it hard to understand.
Aw.
So when you're buying something, you need to try as much as possible to look for the word,
Mm,
that is
mm.
used. If not, you're never going to get what you want. Yeah.
So, did you, what is your relationship with your fellow foreigners over there in the Philippines?
Actually, I know a lot and lot of people, but the thing about me is I am nowhere to be found. I am really, because maybe the number one reason is because I don't really go out that much. I used to, but now I don't really go out that much. But I have this kind of, how am I going to explain it? I relate to people online. I know a lot of foreigners, even the ones I've
Mm,
never met, who are still here in the Philippines. And we're
mm,
really good. Like, I really like them, but
mm,
I haven't seen most of them. So
mm.
I have
It's
related.
just like you and I. We met on social media, right? And we're just seeing each other for the first time.
Exactly. And it even doesn't feel, it feels like, I've known you like for a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
know, right? We just
So
clicked.
that's the kind of connection I usually get. So I really do. appreciate that kind of connection because it's rare to find people, especially when you haven't met them, people who are
Yeah,
like genuine, they really like you and your vibe. So
yeah, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. So, what do you think about studying in the Philippines but no job?
I think it's really not something I will find pleasing because for me, I really wish they can change that law, right? You know,
Hmm.
because even places like Japan and Korea, I think they do let foreigners work. But here in the Philippines, it's a bit difficult. So if they should let a bit of competition, it's really going to help grow their economy because there are a lot of foreigners. I understand they're trying to preserve jobs for their citizens, which is every country's number one priority, right? But
Yeah,
at the same time, they should consider foreigners who have invested in the country through education, right?
true,
And even
true.
if they want them work long term, at least let's say for 1 year, will be fair enough so that those foreigners can find a way to sustain themselves until they have a plan B. Yeah.
True.
It's really heartbreaking that if you come to the Philippines and spend so much money and then you end up not having a job. So it's either you go back home or you get the money to go some place you can work, which is really difficult, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are a lot of talented foreigners, who finished schooling here but cannot get a job, and some are even stranded. So it's either you go back or you try to look for something that can sustain you.
Hmm.
So it's like you're all alone when you're done. So
That's true. Thank you so much for that.
yeah,
So,
you're welcome.
in conclusion, I want you to give my viewers some words of advice.
Okay, I'm good at advising, but not well on camera. I would just say, just be, um, let's see, I have to think.
Take your time.
In today's society, and that's one thing I like about you, in today's society, people don't like you unless you're fake. You have to try and be someone else in order to gain recognition or to feel of value. So if you're real, I think the right people who see the value in you will always come by. And you should never lower your standard for people because of what they say or what they do to you, right? So just be your true self and try as much as possible to get motivated. Hard work is key. Don't let anyone deceive you. Education also is key. Some people say, oh, you don't need to go to school, just get something to, just use your talent. It's okay to have talent. It's okay to do what you love most. It's okay to pursue your passion, but just try and get that certificate on the low. You never know when you might need it, whether you're a man or a woman. It's very important. And I also think that's one of the most important gifts anyone can give to their children, right? Education. So just be you. That's all I have to say. Yeah.
Man, why are you not motivational speaker,
You know,
huh?
you know,
This was this was bomb. I love it. People don't know you except they come closer to you. Just this little time I get to know you, I have seen and known a lot of things about you. Hmm.
really? Oh my God. That's good.
I'm blessed. Thank you.
Good. So much.
So
So blessed.
guys,
Yeah.
we've come to the end of this interview. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this interview. I hope you picked something from this interview, and I hope you will not remain the same. Stop
Yeah.
dismissing. Joke, joke.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Ingat po, let me just
So how's your day?
honestly I feel sleepy.
I know you need to rest. I
But
know
because
how hard.
I have interview, I'm like, okay, the sleep should wait.
I think you will cancel because
No, please. Ah, no. No. Igbo woman, Nigerian woman. No, husband. Let me get water.